What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to be finishing up Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and we're going to be doing ray tracing, FSR, and ray tracing and FSR combined. So, now why don't we go and take a look at some settings, shall we? Starting off our 4K little adventure here, let's just have a quick look at the display settings here. And we're going to do all this FSR stuff later on. So now let's have a look at the display settings, shall we? So here's the graphic settings we're going to be running at on our 4K tests here. Everything is going to be maxed, and we're just going to keep upping the ray tracing. And we're starting off with ray trace reflections on high. So let's get to the bottom here. Here we are, and now let's go run a benchmark. So 4K benchmark here with ray traced reflections on high just got done. And we got 35 average, min 14, and a max of 49, and 8.3 gigs of RAM. So let's move on. So, starting off here with ray trace reflections on high and 4K. Yeah, this is probably not going to go well, but we're going to just do our best. I'll try to stay alive for at least a minute here, so we can get some footage. Damn it, I missed. I mocked that up real good. Not easy to aim at him with all this grass. Although I'm probably just doing something stupid. I should probably just have like Rocket or somebody just kill him. But whatever. Ow. Alright, you're annoying. Die. Ow. Where are you like that? Alright, that guy's done, and now we can move on. Starting off with the ray trace reflections on just high here on 4K. We're getting pretty abysmal FPS, but I was honestly expecting worse, so I guess we are just inside in a cave, so that's probably the only reason. We'd probably be in the 30s if we were outside in like a planet or something. There we go. No more shield for you, buddy. Let's move on. Ray traced reflections very high benchmarks all finished now. And it says high, but it's very high. System info right there. We averaged 27 this time with a minimum of 13 and a max of 38 and 9.51 gigs of RAM. On we move. Ray traced reflections on very high gameplay now. I guess we're supposed to slide down here. We're only getting about 30 FPS, even under it at points, so that's not very cool, but it's all good.
Heads up. More than rock monsters.
Oh, looks like we're gonna do a little battle.
Just got off on the wrong foot. They're rock people.
Nah, they're pretty much rock monsters.
I don't think they're looking to make a man's quill.
Oh, maybe I can help. I think I speak their language.
Miss
Man, this is gonna be hard to dodge these people. There's a lot going on. Alright, let's blow you guys up. Oh crap, that took too long. Woohoo! Alright though, let's move on. Alright, well we are right in the middle of a battle here. Woo! You guys are absolutely annoying, you know that, right? But they're probably supposed to be. And if I was better at hitting that combo, things would probably be different. What? Ooh, we'll go back over here now.
I'm ready. Just find me an opening.
Damn, that's a little too early on that.
Are we there yet? Just think of all the stories we'll have for tracks. Gamora, step it.
Nice. Well, that worked out in my favor. Woohoo! I'm over here. Now I'm over here.
Amen, sister.
Alright, let's hit him with that shit. And then hit him with that shit.
Are we sure this is where we want to be?
What are you asking the bug-eyed riddle for?
Blow him up too, why not? And now we move on. Ray traced reflections on Ultra benchmark now is finished. Right there, it's on Ultra. Here's our info. We averaged a measly 18 this time, a minimum of 11, and a max of 27, and the same RAM. So let's move on. Well,
They're
now
smart
for
enough to
some
not wander around in it. Unlike
Ultra
some
ray
people.
trace reflection gameplay here.
I know why we're doing it. And don't
Not
think
great
Drax won't
FPS,
hear
so we're
all
probably
about
just
it.
gonna run
Is
around,
this
to
the
be
one
honest.
where little Fuzzy does something
I really don't want to
heroic?
fight at these kind of
Hard to
FPS. I can
say.
kind
I
of
think
barely
it's
fight at
pretty easy to
30
say
and
you
25-ish, but
You, most
nah,
of all,
when
should
we're
be
this
willing
low.
to give someone another chance, Gamora.
Hopefully FSR will make all of these at least somewhat playable. I guess time will tell. We're almost there.
Does that mean there are holes on the surface that lead all the way down here?
Guys,
I know, little Fuzzy.
Let me guess, a
And
big
it is
boss.
the only way forward.
What do we got here?
He sees what lies ahead, and I see what lies behind.
Okay. Well, why don't we also move on? Alright, now we've got ray trace reflections on Ultra, and we're getting about 14 FPS, so I dare not go in there. It sounds like it's probably a damn boss battle. And there ain't no way I'm fighting a boss at 14 FPS, so let's just run around in this cave a little bit. At least wait until we can get some FSR.
Lysa once spent 40 revolutions by the cave entrance, all by himself. Except for, the Kotati, but they're not known for their conversation. What for? I think it was because he didn't care for his house guests, but didn't want to be rude and tell them to leave.
Huh. Cool. Glad I came back here.
What does it? You sure that's the right weight meter?
It's not, but I don't care.
But let's not tell Star Guy. He needs to learn from something.
I can hear you.
There!
Drax, maybe we could capture a couple. Maybe give him to Hellbender as a peace offering?
Alright though, let's move on. Now we got ray trace transparent reflections on as well, so that benchmark's all done. And we got 18, 10, and 26. And same RAM. So let's see how it doesn't get. So now we've got ray trace reflections on ultra and also transparent ray tracing on. So we're still getting about the same FPS, so let's just run around here again so we don't die or whatever. Because they seem to think something's really bad behind that crack down there, and I'm not quite getting enough FPS to want to go through and check it out quite yet, personally.
To give someone another chance, Gamora.
She makes a good point. That's punch. Punch, punch, punch. Take that air. Sure showed that air who's boss.
Oh, I remembered a story. Lysa once spent 40 revolutions by the cave entrance, all by himself.
That's a while, isn't it?
Except for, you know, the Kotati, but they're not known for their conversation.
Guys.
I know, little Fuzzy. And it is the only way forward.
What's happening?
He sees what lies ahead, and I see what lies behind.
And alright, let's move on again. Alrighty. Now we've got ray trace reflections and transparent ray trace reflections on. And yeah, we get absolute terrible FPS. Which is to be expected at 4K, with the whole game basically maxed out. So figure we'll just run around here because it's, like I was saying earlier, it's probably a boss battle, and I don't really want to try fighting a boss or really anything at 15 FPS. I might be able to kill one or two things, but I don't think I'm taking out no boss at this kind of frame rate. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Lead all the way down here.
Oh, I lost my way. Where in the hell am I supposed to actually go? I'll figure it out. It's not important now. I remember going through there last time. Anyway, though, why don't we move on? Moving on now, we're gonna combine FSR and ray tracing and see if we can't get a somewhat playable frame rate. So we're starting with ultra quality here. And with that, why don't we go have a look at the rest of the settings. Alright, now let's have a quick look at the graphics settings here we're going to be running. So everything's maxed out. We got ray trace reflections on ultra, ray trace transparent reflections on as well. And let's just look at the rest of the settings real quick and then get on with the benchmark. Benchmark's all finished for FSR ultra quality and ray tracing on. And now we average 27, min of 13, and a max of 40. So, now we got some FRS on ultra quality and ray tracing maxed out. Still not getting quite good enough FPS for me want to move on quite yet, but I'm hoping that balance, or I mean quality, will provide at least maybe 30-ish FPS so we can at least move on and stop just running around this boring room. I just don't really want to die and show a bunch of reloading screens. I guess you really just can't get up there. Alright. Whatever. So we'll just run around for fun.
How can an entire planet be hollow?
You would
Doesn't
think
need
it
a
should.
core or something for gravity or atmosphere?
Got any other science words you want to
And now let's move on. Well, alright. Now for some FSR ultra quality
What doesn't?
camera gameplay here. Again, sorry we're not like going farther. This is probably extremely boring, but I just cannot shoot and do anything really at 20 FPS. I'll just die over and over again, and then that's going to be more, instead of just me running around a room, it'll just be loading screen. Alright, he died in 2 seconds, loading screen. Kind of like at the beginning, and I can't remember what video it was when I kept on failing to rescue that girl. from falling until I realized I just had to wait a little while. I was just being too overzealous with the clicking. I already know there's literally nothing of any value going through there. I figured there might be at least some like parts or something. So I'm not going to bother doing that again. Nope.
I'll have to tell the priests about the big baddies down here.
Once we cure Drax, maybe we can capture a couple.
What the flark for?
Don't know. Maybe give him to
Why
Hellbender
the
as a peace
flark not?
offering.
But why don't we just move on to the next FSR setting now? Now we got the benchmark for FSR quality right here. There's the info. And we averaged 33, a min of 17, and an average of 49. So now, let's move on. Now we got FSR on quality.
What?
No, it's
I decided to just go in here and say screw it. And look, it wasn't a boss at all. It's just some little puzzle, so FPS isn't really that important.
It's just a plant.
Still annoying not to have good FPS, but at least I can do stuff. Alright, nope, it looks like there's more of that shit holding it, huh?
It must still be stuck somewhere.
Guess so, but I'm impatient, so. Alright, where else can we kill some stuff? There's stuff on the bottom there, but let's go up here and get all the top ones first.
Anecdotes about Kadath?
Gamora, let's climb up there. Get eyes on the problem.
The problem is that Rocky needs to suck it up.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Could probably get like off the side or
Has
something.
died drowning in far less water than this?
Exactly. Wait,
Ha!
This doesn't seem absurd to you.
Alright, let's just blow this up real
What
fast.
do you want me to do?
You're supposed to be his leader.
And now let's move on. Alright,
try to ask him.
now for some quality FSR with all the ray tracing goodies.
See? I told you.
Oh, that's a little too far. Whatevs. Alright, do I have to go up there somewhere, or... Alright, maybe I can jump across and there's like one more holding it
Let's
on.
try this again, Gamora.
Yeah. Oh, come on now. There we go.
Mantis, any of those realities where we just leave Rocket here, hypothetically speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere I don't kill them all for abandoning me?
Alright, yeah, we can probably make that.
Oh, no.
Probably.
Sometimes you die trying to get out.
Yep, see? Oh, cool. Some stuff. Alright.
Dear
Any
John
more?
Star-Lord.
Say something?
Nope.
Alright, and now let's move on. So the balanced FSR benchmark's all done. As you can see right here, we're on FSR Balanced with ray tracing on. And there's got 41 average FPS this time with a minimum of 18 and a max of 59. So let's move on. So now for some FSR Balanced with ray tracing maxed out gameplay here.
You really, really shouldn't.
Alright, I guess let's climb through this small asshole.
Bells, Mantis?
Pretty sure this is the wet part.
Okay.
What now?
I thought we just did the wet part.
Oh, it gets worse. Much worse.
Guys.
Well, that guy just pieced out. Oh shit. Huh. Now it's all dark and whatnot. That's not cool.
Everyone okay?
Not really great
Seeing
for
stars if I
our
could see anything at all.
FPS and
Yeah,
checking out
good.
graphics, but
So, about
kind of interesting how we have
where
no
died.
picture on, but we were still at like 40 FPS. Oh cool, we can glow. That's
Has he
neat.
always been able to do that?
He says you don't like showing off. Thanks, buddy. No, I don't gotta tell him.
Ooh, right. The thing that you tell us in the dark. It's really important.
No, it ain't.
Alright though, let's move on. Okay, now some ray traced FSR balanced camera gameplay here.
Stay close to him. At least he'll be able to see.
Exactly. We should stay close to Groot. Where are we heading, Groot?
Ooh, this part.
Okay, anyone else getting really fed up with Little Miss Cryptic? Pretty? Give me a break.
Go through here. Ugh, get out of this dang dark corridor.
through here and less wet.
And it hopefully it'll save.
Mantis, anything in particular we should be looking out for?
I'm trying to remember. I think this is where it gets loopy.
Now it gets loopy.
There's that creepy fog.
Yep, it's fog time.
It's always here. Always. Until it
What's that supposed to... I don't...
More Hellraisers.
Wait, yeah. But it ain't...
Time for us to move on then. Now, benchmark for FSR Performance. With all the ray tracing all maxed out. Benchmark just got finished. There's our info right there. And we averaged 50 FPS this time with a minimum of 24 and a max of 72. So let's go move on. So now we're going to do a little FSR Performance with ray tracing maxed gameplay here.
There's that creepy fog again.
Oh, it's time for creepy fog, is it?
It's always here. Always. Until it
What's that supposed to... I don't...
More Hellraisers.
Wait, yeah.
All sorts of
But it
weird
ain't those
sounds all over the
black
place.
Some creepy eyeball things from the QC.
I'm definitely hearing Hellraisers.
Then you ain't hearing right. It's eyeball thing.
can't tell.
Moore's gotta be right. We already know Hellbender's goons tracked us here.
What do you know? Hellraisers.
Oh shit.
What I heard.
Time to beat him up. Finish that one off. And another one finished off. Damn, I messed that part up though. Why don't we just move on now? Alright, now for some performance. FSR with ray tracing here. Camera recorded.
Anyone else getting deja vu?
Though I guess you guys can obviously tell that it's camera recorded. I probably don't have to say that, but I'm so used to
Well, it
saying
don't
it.
sound the same. It's them jelly things from Sector. That explains Stumpy's cousin.
No, it's Novacore. I hear voices.
How can you not tell the difference between monsters and people?
It's not that. I'm clearly hearing different things.
Moore's right. I hear voices, just like when I put on that helmet in the Nova base.
You're both crazy.
It doesn't matter who is right. You can't trust what you hear. Is getting any clearer to you, Benjamin?
Hell yeah.
Hear noises, feel fighting.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
At least there's a way out now, I guess.
Exactly. And it's also time to move on. So now we're going to do just FSR with no ray tracing. So let's go look at this real quick. Yep, we're just doing FSR Ultra Quality. And now let's have a look at the graphics settings, shall we? Now we'll have a quick look at the graphics settings before we hop into the benchmark. So everything's the way it was before, except for we just turned off ray tracing. And now we're running FSR Ultra Quality. So there we go, we got to the bottom. So now let's go to benchmark. FSR Ultra Quality with no ray tracing on. Benchmark just got done now. There we go. All that's off, as you can see. There's the info. And we averaged 77, got a min of 43, and a max of 96. So first FSR up here is Ultra Performance. No ray tracing this time. So let's see how it does. So far it looks great. I mean, we are just in a cave, not big, giant, open world planet, but this is still very playable.
There's no immediate risk.
Yeah, no offense, Bug Lady, but nothing you say means anything anymore.
So the fog is an entity now?
Yes.
Sort of.
Obviously, if some fog monster's trying to kill us, it means we're getting closer to whatever it is
Exactly.
we're looking
At
for.
least I hope we are.
Kinda makes sense.
And if this fog monster can make bad things appear, maybe the opposite is true. Like if we all say cure Drax, maybe that's what we've been looking for the whole time.
I wish, Star Guy, but no.
The star guy.
She gives a definite answer.
Alright though, we're getting pretty close to that minute. I think we're supposed to just go over this thing, so let's hop up here and let's quit. Now we just got some FSR on ultra quality with no ray tracing at all. 4K, just so we can see how it does. Definitely helps out a lot. We're not really at 4K anymore, but it still looks really crisp and we're getting really good FPS at the same time, so I'm okay with it. Woo! That was bad. That's not gonna help.
In one possible timeline, we all get smushed.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Let me guess. Further down.
Only if you want to save Drax and the whole galaxy.
Let me get back to you.
Ha. Well, looks like it's about time to jump down. Alright, it's saved, so let's move on to the next set. Benchmark for FSR quality's all done now. Here's our system info. And this time we averaged 90 FPS with a minimum of 48 and a max of 111. Alright, now we got some FSR quality gameplay
I
here.
appreciate what you all did for me back there with the water thing. But following the bug lady any deeper is officially stupid.
Rocket.
No. Fog monsters? Cave pigs? Wet waterfalls?
Technically, all water.
No, Quill. She doesn't know where we are.
Rocket's
She doesn't
funny.
know where we're going. She doesn't know what we're looking for.
Mantis, are we hot or cold?
Room temperature.
Okay, okay. This is crazy. He is probably crazy. It's not about her. It's about us. I am super proud of us.
Oh, we got some weird smoke action going in this game. What the hell?
This is the one where you inspire them.
Just think about who we were when we started.
Well, you were a two-bit broke pirate who couldn't even outrun a tree.
Exactly. And you were a two-bit bounty hunter. Just as broke as me. Just as depraved, self-centered, mindlessly chasing every unit, bar, contract, bank to rob.
I still like many of those things.
So do I. But none of those things are why we're here now. Right?
Alright though, it is time to move on. Alright, now we've got some FSR on quality.
I think that means you have sloppy footwork. Yeah, some of us got you. That base is in need of some deconstructive surgery. You're thinking got Dr. Rocket in his bag of bombs. You want me to blow something up? Find me an entry point. Hey, Bob! I sure hope a bunch of units don't sneak up on us.
I don't think it works like that. Never stop. Never die until you kill the source. The giant tree, Peter.
Rocket! It would just blow the statue from the inside!
That opening's filled with water, Quill. Find me another way in.
Rocket! You see what I see?
Yeah, I can get in there.
Alright, and we shall also move on. Now for the balanced benchmark here. It's all done, and right there as you can see, it's all balanced, FSR. There's our system info right there. And we have averaged 103, minimum of 49, and a max of 130. Now we got a little bit of some balanced FSR gameplay now.
If
if it's here.
He's totally gonna feed us something awful down here. I know it.
Should we expect a fight?
Probably.
Come on, let's just do it for Drax.
De-escalation thing.
Doesn't matter what's down here. If it can bring us back our grumpy Catathian, I'm all in.
And the rest of you should be too. Come on, guys. We're the freaking guardians of the galaxy.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I've heard you make that speech so many times, and then Gamora says something like,
We're going to need Drax?
uh-huh. And then Little Fuzzy says,
Nope, I ain't playing this game.
and then Little Fuzzy usually says, if I get eaten, I'm gonna be real pissed, Quill.
That does sound like him.
Relax, nobody ever gets eaten.
But alright, let us move on now, shall we?
So now for a little camera FSR balanced gameplay here, with no ray tracing or anything funny business. Whoa,
Home of
what is
the
in
healing
here?
Light, source of the cure, origin of Raker's power.
It's a cocoon.
That's what I was gonna say, it
It's
looks
gonna
like
feed
a
us to
cocoon.
some giant bug, or maybe feeds the bug, and that's some kind of external digestion sac or something.
The heck's this?
Realize this is weird, right?
Oh, it gets weirder.
Oh, that's good. Of course it gets weirder, why wouldn't it? Alright, nope, nothing up there. Figure there might be some stuff. So let's just run around and make sure. I guess I could just do this. And make sure there's not any hidden treasures. Nope, doesn't look like it. Still though, let's just look around real quick. And now we can move on to the last FSR setting already.
Last step on the FSR benchmark here. So, there you go. It's on FSR Performance now. There's our system info right there. And this time we average 112 with a minimum of 44 and a max of 143. Alright, now last up we got some FSR Performance gameplay here with no ray tracing or anything like that. And it looks like we've maybe finally gotten to our destination.
Oh, gross. Please tell me Drax is the only one who's got to go in that creepy egg sack.
So the shepherds found fresh flock.
Ow.
Foolish followers.
Think fast, beard butt.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
You know not the gravity of your treacherous trespass.
Oh yeah, that's huge double teaming this mofo.
You cannot quell a god.
Alright though, why don't we just move on?
Now we got some FSR Performance gameplay.
Wait, Aiden Warsaw. Ashton Warsaw.
We got some weird tree god guy.
The golden god guy.
Hold on. This guy's Raker's old divine whatever looks pretty good for a dead guy.
Were you not sent by the sanctimonious shepherd?
Us? With Raker? Not a chance. We're trying to shut his ass down.
See? Friendly. Okay, big guy. And we go. Come on. All the ones where we die already happened.
Alright, well hopefully this can fix that. I don't want him to be out of control anymore, that sucks.
Raker's got half the galaxy going cuckoo bananas.
Yeah, pretty much, that's a good way to put it.
Swap your ass for a newer, younger blue-skinned model.
So, can you help us? Mantis seems to think we can cure Drax.
Alright though, why don't we just
The first folly
end
I
this
swore
now? Well, alright, that's a wrap for Guardians of the Galaxy. We've done pretty much all of the different combinations of things we can do, from running the game normally to ray tracing to FSR. So that's about it. Unless somebody else has some other ideas, I can always go back and do something special for someone if they got a custom request on it. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out guys.